Okay, let's get started. Hi, I'm Bill, and welcome to 2512 Pickleball. Laurie is playing Mahjong this afternoon. Well, you've not seen us in a while. We haven't done any videos since September of 2024. That was shortly after Laurie and I did a couple of tournaments together. We lost all our games. I think I started focusing on Duper, and really, Laurie and I had not played together. I was no longer going up to Belmont, which is a couple of pickleball courts up there, and playing because I really didn't think it was good for Laurie and I to play together. Won't go into all the details. About the middle of February, Laurie and I made an agreement that we would do a trial run and start playing together again. And she would focus on trying to work more on her third shot drops. That was important to me because she was often putting the ball up way high, and then they'd do a put away, and basically the point would be over in like you know three shot rally or something. So Laurie started working on that. We've been going to the hub in Campbell, California together. We've been playing together down there. Clearly, Laurie's game has progressed, and a couple of things I want to share here in a minute relative to paddles. But so things are moving in the right direction. She's also going to take a couple of lessons with the head pro down at the hub, Trish O'Neill, and with a focus on third shot drops. I mean, I'm totally open to drives, but if you don't have a good drive and it goes in the net or it goes way high, then maybe focus on a drop. I think you need to have both these days. There's pluses and minuses, but I think it's good to have both shots in your repertoire. So Laurie and I are playing together on a trial basis. So far, it's going pretty good. We were out this morning with the Titan ball machine. It was a nice day here in San Mateo. We decided to go to our courts in San Mateo, work with the ball machine rather than go down to the hub in Campbell. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so we'll probably go down to the hub. And we worked on drop shots today. I worked on roll volleys, both forehand and backhand, as well as we played some simulated skinny singles. So we really had a good couple-hour drill session this morning, and we're going to look to do more of that. But the weather here in California for the next, I don't know, through Saturday or Sunday or Monday is kind of going to be rainy. So that brings us indoors to the hub. It's nice that we can go there, but it also brings everybody else in. So we don't get as many games in for the time investment to go down there, but that's okay. So we're going to start to make some content again. I've started to sign up for Duper again. My current Duper is 2.733. Again, my program is going to be to work to bring that up. Did my first ladder in a long time at the hub yesterday, so that was good to get into that competitive environment. And I guess I'm still addicted to pickleball, and Laurie is definitely addicted to pickleball. While I was taking some time off in December and January, she was playing, weather permitting, up in Belmont with people that we typically play with up there. Again, I stayed away from that because I didn't think Laurie and I were a good team together. But we're reevaluating that, and we'll see where that goes. But a couple of things here. One, I have been playing Holbrook, and again, if you've been following the channel, Holbrook sent these to us. I think they're really good paddles for $149. Again, we got them for free, but I've played with them for several months. This is the one I played with, the Power Pro E 16 millimeter, and here is the 14 millimeter. But unfortunately, made a decision to go in a different direction. So I will not be playing with these, at least for the short term going forward. Both Laurie and I made a decision that these are the paddles that we want to focus on with our game. These are the PaddleTech Bantam TKO-C 12.7 millimeter. It's got the PT 700 carbon fiber face with a 5¼ inch handle. These are power paddles, and maybe a little bit too much power for me right now, but I'll come to grips with it. And really, when I say I'll come to grips with it, it's about being loose in the right amount of time to help deaden that ball, because if I'm too firm with this paddle, that ball goes a long way. But I've had this paddle for about, I played with about 4 or 5 days. I was doing a demo paddle down at the hub. Now, relative to Laurie's skill level and a power paddle, she was using the Yola, I think Generation 2 Anna Bright, and it just was not giving her enough power to hit balls from the baseline. When I had her use my Selkirk Power Air, clearly that paddle was poppier than her Anna Bright. It had more power, and she was doing well with that, but she didn't like the sound of the Power Air. I just suggested to her that we were down at the hub and she should try this paddle out. I also tried the Anna Lee Waters model, and that is an interesting and good paddle. Definitely different than this, but I think, power paddles and skill level are something you need to be aware of. I think in this case it works for Laurie because it's a power paddle, it's got some pop. She doesn't have to work as hard to try to hit her shots. And already she's kind of taken shorter swings, which I think is good, a more compact swing. And so she's been doing real well with this. This morning we were out doing drops, working on drops with this paddle. And I think this is the paddle that we're going to be working with for the next period of time. And this may be the paddle going forward. For me, at my skill level, again, I need to manage that the power, and I'm doing pretty good at managing it. I'm able to get good spin with it, and drops are good, but I really find myself with this paddle a lot of times 3 on the grip scale is where I need to go, especially when I'm doing roll volleys, backhand or forehand. I really need to be mindful of where my grip is with the paddle, and if that ball is coming at a quick pace to me, and any forward movement rather than just going up, that ball has got eyes to go out. So I'm learning how to manage the power here. So really just wanted again to say thank you to those of you that have found our link in the video description for the Titan ball machine. Thank you for making those purchases using our link. Also going forward, Laurie and I start producing videos again, kind of sharing our thoughts as we try to put this team back together, her and I. How are we doing? I mean, my real goal would be to be able to play tournaments with Laurie. It just makes sense to me. I really don't want to go and find a woman, as a mixed doubles partner. I'd rather just stay more connected to Laurie and work with Laurie and enjoy playing with Laurie. And we'll see where this goes. Definitely there are things that I need to fix in my game. But if Laurie, I think, can get more focus on her drops, that could help me out a lot. And a drop by her can help set up a put away opportunity for me rather than if she sends that ball up too high, then we're backpedaling and we're giving up ground on the kitchen. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, overall, this is about having fun, but there are other goals that we can work towards, and one of my goals is I would like to do a tournament with Laurie again. This paddle has really made a difference in her game already, and she seems to be controlling the power pretty well. And so we'll see where it goes. But just wanted to give you an update. I want to thank all the people that keep checking out the channel. We have a fair number of people that find the channel. If you want to subscribe, that sure help us out as always. And comments are always appreciated. We're going to be doing what we had intended to do last year. Now that the weather's getting nice, we're going to work through the range of drills that are available on the Titan ball machine so we can share those features with you as we're using the ball machine to increase our skill. One thing I started playing with this paddle, I knew I needed to get out onto the court with a ball machine to just drill because I was having a very hard time getting my roll volleys going, both forehand and backhand. And in the game environment, I wasn't getting the repetition I needed on the shots coming at me to work on that skill. And I was very happy with the results this morning. I was making some good progress because really when you're playing with a new paddle, at least in my experience, it takes a while to get used to it. And in this case, what I need to get used to is how to control the power that this paddle can provide. How much control this paddle has? I think it has good control, again, if you're mindful of your grip, and where a looser grip helps absorb some of that pace that is being directed at the paddle. But clearly this paddle has pop, and this paddle has power. And so those are two big pluses. And the other thing is, I've never been one to get into head heavy, handle heavy, and all that. I really couldn't tell you that perspective on this paddle. What I do know, this is a light paddle. It's an 8.0 paddle, I think 8.1. Laurie's is a 7.89, I think. And so I find that this paddle is very quick in my hands, easy to move around. So I think if we went to Pickleball Studio specs, where you'd be able to find the swing weight and the twist rating on it, I think this, the numbers would be pretty good. I do feel this paddle has a big sweet spot, and I'm just really enjoy playing with it right now. Again, Holbrook, thank you for making such a fine paddle and giving us that opportunity to play with these essentially for free. They're both good paddles. I could highly recommend these to players in addition to new players as well, just starting in pickleball. But it was just the right decision for us to go with the PaddleTech Bantam TKO-C 12.7 millimeters. And that Annalee Waters paddle, as I said, is a nice paddle as well. I enjoyed playing with that. It almost reminded me of my Rhombus R1.16 paddle. It was a very kind of like cush type paddle that to me had a lot of control, but still had the ability to generate some power as well. But this is it for now, the PaddleTech, and then we're going to play with. And so in the future, you'll see us getting more comfortable with this paddle and sharing some additional thoughts on how we feel this paddle is helping our game or not helping our game. Again, it's early. We've just had a paddle about a week and a half, so we need to get several months on the paddle, in my view, to really get an understanding about the paddle, how to control it, and those type of things. So, all right, just want to do a quick video. Thanks again for sticking with the channel. look for some additional content coming up. And the weather's getting nice. We'll be out on the court with the ball machine. And we also have our slinger ball machine. Not quite sure what we're going to do with that. We might put it up for sale. Maybe somebody locally wants to purchase it. We're not sure what we want to do there yet. Maybe we'll bring them both out on the court and kind of do a side-by-side comparison. I don't know. The slinger in the $800 price range is a tremendous value. Definitely the Titan ball machine is more expensive, but it's got more features, and I do think it has helped me improve my game. I just need to start using it again to get more comfortable with the new paddle on technique and get those repetitions. So, all right, well, if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. It's been a while, but we're back at it, and a lot of pickleball talk here around the house. Pickleball videos all the time, and I think that's just going to be our way forward. I'm looking to playing duper games again, getting my duper score hopefully moving up, and I'll continue to share how I'm doing in that regard, and we'll see if Laurie and I wind up doing any tournaments this year. My goal is I'd like to be able to do that, but we really need to be a team that thinks the same way with the same style of play. We haven't been able to get to that point yet, and we'll see if we can and take it from there. All right, thanks for dropping into the channel. See you on the courts.